Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. Today is March 15th. It is Saturday. I hope everyone is having a great time. This is going to be my 160th live stream. That's right, we're at 160 now. Can you guys believe it? Um, so, let's see. What can I say? Obviously, let's wait for the chat to come on. But yeah, I hope you all are doing great. I don't know if you guys watch Invincible. There will be some spoilers in this. But yeah, let's just talk about it. I really love Invincible. It's a great show. It's I feel like it's the show that we needed, especially after all the DC and Marvel crap that hasn't been going well in the last couple of years. Ever since No Way Home, like I feel like Marvel is just not there anymore. Like Endgame, Infinity War, Endgame, and then No Way Home. That's pretty much it with Marvel. Like, there's not really anything left. And DC, don't even get me started on their movies. Like most of their movies have always been a miss. So yeah, I mean, you guys know Invincible. It is made by Robert Kirkman. Same guy who made The Walking Dead. It's basically like, hey, what if The Walking Dead had superheroes? Like that's kind of what the show is basically. Like, what if The Walking Dead characters were superheroes? Like, it's always been like that. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I really, really enjoy it. I absolutely enjoy this show. I think they should definitely continue on. We're 3 seasons down. Hopefully, we'll have more. I cannot wait, honestly, because, Invincible's a great show. I mean, what can I say about it? It has the right amount of character development, right amount of characters. I'm never 100% lost with their characters. Like, I'm never like, oh my goodness, there's too many characters in the show. There are a lot of plot lines that happen, but I still think they balance all their characters very well. And not to mention the voice acting, the animation. Now, I will admit the animation could be a little bit better. It is not the best that we've ever seen in the story. Like, you know what I mean? Entertainment wise, it definitely is not there. It is not winning awards for animation. But I definitely think that it is still very great. Fantastic because of writing and characters. I mean, come on. Like, honestly, it is absolutely insane. So, let's see. We are still waiting on some people. Let me see if I can get anyone. Disable that stupid thing. All right, I'm going to be on Discord waiting. Let's see. All right. So, by the way, if any of you guys are watching, how? Oh, hey, Josh. Thank you so much. I don't recall. Do you watch Invincible? Let me know if you do, because I don't really want to spoil things. If you guys haven't, I definitely recommend this show. Um, because you know what I mean? Like, what else is there? Like, also, one thing I love about Invincible is that I definitely need it because it's a show that, like, with The Walking Dead over and The Ones Who Live done, I mean, what else do I have to watch? Like, I'm a consumer. I need some entertainment to distract me from real life. You know what I mean? Um, it's just simply that, like, I need something to watch that's good. Otherwise, like, I'm gonna kind of lose my mind, Um, let's see. Hey man, hey Grimes. Yes, I do watch Invincible. Nice. What's up, Grimes? Have you seen Invincible? Yeah, Josh. What do you think? Who's your favorite characters? What do you love about it? I love what they did with Mark in season 3. He's definitely grown a lot more as a character. I definitely think his character development in season 3 has been a lot better. Season 2, he didn't have much character development. Um, in season 1, I guess he had some, but like I would definitely say this season 3 definitely focused a lot on character development, and definitely raised the stakes compared to previous seasons, which was great. Not to mention the scale and stakes, definitely. I didn't know I was gonna like the Invincible War, but it was a great storyline too, even if it was maybe a little bit short. Um, but yeah. Ooh, okay. I have a question for you guys. If you could be superheroes, what would your powers be? What would you do? What would your, like I said, like what would your powers be? What would be your superhero name? Like, come on, guys, let's get the invincible mindset. Let's get the superhero. thing going. Like, who's your favorite superhero? Mine is Spider-Man and stuff. So I like Oliver. Yeah, I think Oliver is great. He's a great character. I can't wait to see what they do with him later. But yeah, Oliver's great. I think one thing I loved about Oliver is he was very much like AJ from the final season of The Walking Dead, where he questions Mark about certain philosophies in life. And that's a very good point because um, I feel like that's a realistic thing. Like, and also, Oliver is literally asking things that happened before he was born. He asked how to be a superhero. He asked how to be like this. Like, that is what a kid character should be. And you guys might say that, oh, bro, oh boy, is Brian gonna rant about The Walking Dead? Yes, I am going to rant because The Walking Dead, half the time, have made terrible, kid characters. Half the time. So, good lord. Um, let's see. One second, guys. Um, let's see. All right. Okay, have you seen Invincible? I like Oliver. My superhero name is Rick Grimes. That's not a superhero name, Rick. That's not a superhero name, but that's a good one. It's like I am Rick Grimes. It's like uh, okay, like you might get sued for copyright infringement, but okay. Brian, how do you feel about the major character death that happened in episode 7? That was crazy, Josh. I enjoyed that. I was shocked they killed. I mean, I kind of knew they were going to kill off that character just because of what like how good everything has been. But yeah, I'm kind of glad the show but he's hero. I said but he's hero? I said superhero. Like what is your favorite superhero? Um what would your superhero name be? Like Rick is not a superhero, so he doesn't count. Like, you know what I mean? Like even though Daryl and Rick are kind of godlike at times. All right, my superhero name is Sergeant Major Crimes. Oh, oh my goodness. What even is a sergeant major? I don't. What even is that? What even is that? What does that even mean? You're gonna confuse people with your ranking system. They're gonna be like, so you're lower than a lieutenant, like, you know, like, and they might be like, so are you higher or lower than a sergeant? I'm very confused. you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed season 3. But by the way, one thing, Rick, if you don't know about Invincible, they have gotten so many actors from The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. They got Jesse from Breaking Bad. They got some other guy. They got Glenn. They got Ezekiel. They got Negan. They got so many things. It's below Command Sergeant. I know it is. And I hate that too, Rick. What is the command sergeant major? Like, it doesn't make sense. I've heard of a commander, but I've never heard of a command sergeant major. Like, why would you need 3 things in your rank? Like, geesh, like, just be a lieutenant. Just say lieutenant. Why is command sergeant major? I have no idea what that means. Um, oh, and also they got J. Jonah Jameson in Invincible. Like, um, it's just like it's insane. They got so many. They got so many. It's just honestly absolutely crazy. Um, yeah. All right, guys. Looks like I'm not being gonna be able to get anyone from Discord. All right. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me. You can ask me any type of questions as long as we mostly stay on topic. And obviously, you guys can ask some Walking Dead questions once in a while. But obviously, that's not the main thing. Here's one thing I'll say: why can't Walking Dead make an Invincible style show? Like, I think they really should. They really should do it. By the way, Andrew Lincoln is going to be in a new show called Cold Water, and it's going to be people's Rick Grimes fix. Yeah, I know. I saw Dan's video about that, man. Earlier, Dan's video about cold water Rick Grimes fix. It's funny because I definitely think that people will watch it to pretend that's Rick. But the thing is, it's like that's how you know, man, that people miss Rick. Like it's been over a year, and people are like, man, like forget Dead City, forget Daryl Dixon. Like it's like give us more Rick. Like come on, like honestly, like you know, like because there's nothing left with the franchise. And Sergeant Major is above Consignee. Isn't everything above Consignee? Like you know what I mean? Isn't a private above Consignee? Like it's just gosh, the ranking system. Hopefully they get Andrew Lincoln for Invincible. I agree, Rick. I think they should get Andrew Lincoln for Invincible. Um, he's like one of the few actors. Like they got Sasha, they got Maggie, they got Ezekiel, they got J. Jonah Jameson, they got Glenn, they got Negan, they got Jesse from Breaking Bad, they got some other guy. I think it was Walter's brother-in-law or something, the actor from whatever. But regardless, like yeah, shoot, I watched Penguin Blue pretending Rick was back. Yeah, understandable, Rick, because um, yeah, like people are just like they wanted to see Rick. By the way, guys, if you're watching this, please give it a like if you can. This is my first Invincible video ever, and I plan on doing reviews. So when season 4 comes out next year, I plan on doing reviews for every episode of Invincible season 4. I plan on doing that. Yeah, instead of a stream. I'm doing a stream now just because like this is kind of a wrap up of season 3, which by the way, season 3 um was only 8 episodes. Like that is one thing about Invincible I kind of hate is that just like 8 episodes, man, it's so short. But like it's not as short as 6, episodes like as a lot of shows do every season. So, it's something. Um, I was like, Rick, why are you cheating on Michonne? I have a kid with you have a kid with her now. Yeah, yeah. No one cares about RJ, man. No one cares. Like, not even Rick. Um. All right. So, this goes viral. What? All right. What else? All right. So yeah. Who do you guys want to see in Invincible? What would your superpower be? What would you want to do if you were in the series? If you can create a fan character, who would you do? You know what I mean? Like if you can create a superhero, like what would you do? 1 second, guys. I understand. Uh, all right. Let's see. Is there any of the shows you're gonna review in 2025 besides The Last of Us? Um, I don't. Great question, Josh. I don't know. I think you might need to give me a list of shows, but um, Last of Us is only the only show I think I'm going to. It's basically going to replace Invincible for now. Like I think it's the only thing this year that I plan on reviewing. Um, yeah, I don't think there's much. I really don't think so because there's other shows. I know there's Lost and Dexter, but I really just don't plan on reviewing those. Like I've been kind of busy with life, and life is kind of getting more busy for me. Like I only want to review a few shows a year. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to like um do like a review like 52 review videos a year. Like I kind of want to do more like a several. Oh, Stranger Things season 5. Yes, thank you. Yes. Stranger Things season 5 I also am going to review. Yes. Um Thank you for reminding me. Yes, sorry, it's just been so long. We have been waiting like 3 years for Stranger Things, season 5. Like, yeah. So thank you. Let's see. Not even Rick, bro. Rick was crying when he met him. I'm sorry. I'm confused. Rick, what are you talking about? Grimes. Not even Rick. Oh, right. Okay, come on. Like, you get what I mean. Like Rick didn't care he had a son. Like when Michonne told him he had a son, like he didn't care. Like But yes, Josh, I plan on reviewing Stranger Things season 5. Definitely 100%. It's just I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it because it's Stranger Things is on um it's on Netflix, so it comes out all in one day, you know what I mean? More or less. So I would need to like figure out a way to do that. Like would I do like a stream on the whole season? Sorry, or like I don't know, like do a few episodes, like review. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Let's see. You could do an episode reviews on Stranger Things season 5. Yeah, I probably could. It might be kind of tough though, because like if the whole season comes out in one day, because it's Netflix, I might have like an issue with that. Like, hmm, I don't know. Like Netflix needs to like. Is it too much to be like, hey, like just one episode a week or something? Like, don't get me wrong, I love binge watching it, but yeah, that's kind of like dang. Yeah, that's tough. 1 second. Let me see if I can. Uh, let's see. 1 second, guys. Where is? Wait, where is he? Darn it, I misspelled that. Uh, all right. So I'm just gonna leave that open for a little bit. I would join a stream, but I haven't watched Invincible, so I got nothing to say about it. Okay, yeah, that's understandable. Um, yeah. Uh, okay, but like I said, guys, what would your powers be if you could be a superhero? What would your power be? Superhero name? And Grimes, I'm looking at you. Please don't keep saying Rick Grimes or Command Sergeant Major or whatever. Like, come on, man. You have to have a real superhero that like inspired you or something like now in the past or now, like just something because Rick and Daryl, even though AMC makes them gods, they are not superheroes. Like, you know what I mean? Or Carol or Morgan, like they're not superheroes, man. Like they're really not. Let's see. Oh, by the way, how was your guys' day? Why don't we talk about that? Did you guys have a good day? Everything all good? You guys doing well? Um, you guys get any videos done or work done or anything of the sort? Let me check Dom the Bomb. Dom the Bomb. Rick was and is my favorite super. He's not a superhero, man. Rick is the only character that never did anything super bad. Yeah, except for those saviors he murdered, and except for getting Carl indirectly killed, and 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 except for the other thing he did. What was it? Getting Abraham killed. Um, what else? Using his own son's death to make the bad guy stand down. Um, yeah, I had a good day. Thanks, Brian, for asking. Oh, that's great, Josh. Glad to hear it. Um, Yeah, I got you, Grimes. You said Rick's never done anything super bad. I just gave you three examples. Um, but yeah, you guys. Okay, so Last of Us. Yeah, I'm definitely watching it. I'm just hope that it's. I hope season two is good, man. I hope it's good. I think it will be, but it's they're using some rough material, you know. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Um. Let's see. All right. So, um, would you guys? Okay, I guess I can ask this. Do you guys think that they should do more animated shows like Invincible? Do you think they should do one for The Walking Dead? Do you think they should do one for Stranger Things or Game of Thrones or do you think hold up, BRB. Okay. Do you guys think they should do more animated shows versus the live actions? Because I definitely 100% think they should. I don't know about you guys, but I am just sick and tired of live action shows. Like, it's got to stop. Like, it's got to stop. It really does. Like, all shows now are just like, hey, let's make it live action. Why? Because it's cheaper than drawing, I guess. Like, it's one of those things. Like, it's just, it gets so frustrating. Like, I get it. Some people want live action shows, but a lot of times they don't. They really, really don't. Sorry. I just saw a meme that said, take one thing with you and you can't take the others. So I had to respond to it. Um, but yeah. I don't know. If I could be any superhero, I feel like being Spider-Man, like Spider-Man, my all-time favorite. I think being Spider-Man would be cool. But I do think if I had to come up with my own superhero, I'd probably be like some kind of werewolf superhero, you know? Uh, you know, um, honestly, because I love werewolves. They're just so freaking cool. Like I just love them. Would I like to fly, climb walls? Sure, but I mean, turning into a giant beast and with razor sharp claws and fangs, like I don't know about you, but it sounds to me that I don't know. I just personally would choose that if I had to pick because it just sounds the coolest. Um, because I mean, come on, think about how scary you'll be. I want to be scary. If I'm a superhero, like yeah, I want to be kind of scary. Um, would I go with Marvel, DC? I don't know. Which by the way, okay, so Invincible, yes, Kurtman made it, and it is actually Kurtman's second best franchise. Like it's just behind The Walking Dead. But in my opinion, Invincible does way, way, way better than The Walking Dead does currently. Now back then, yeah, maybe not. But I would say Invincible is super popular because, good lord, like, do you have any idea how many people react to it? Like, right when it comes out, like, it is insane. The amount of people that react to Invincible, it's, like, when it comes out, it's insane. It literally is insane. There is, like, hardly much to compare it with? Um, let me just check something. I'm trying to see if anyone will come with me. Guys, if I don't have someone coming in, I might end the stream soon. Uh all right. What else can I talk about? How long have I been going? Almost half an hour, but yeah, guys, I just have to be honest, like there's not a lot of activity right now, so I don't know. I might end the stream soon. Like, I don't want to. I will keep waiting. I just hope that, someone will like come and we can start chatting and stuff. Cause yeah, that'd be cool. Um, let's see. Oh no, that's not it. No. All right. All right. So some other guys are busy at the moment. All right. Yeah, so what do I love about Invincible? I mean, 8 episodes, fantastic. Animation, sure, maybe not the best. It's not like an animated movie. It's not like the Spider Verse. It's not like Into the Spider Verse. It doesn't have animation like that, not even close. But however, it is still fantastic. Okay, in terms of hey, they give us this. Also, by the way, guys, it took like a year to make season 3, and like it took like 2 years to make season 2. Like I mean, like it's just like one of those things where it's like animation takes a while. It sucks, but it's still like I hate how some people like might say like, "Oh, this animation is garbage." Are you kidding me? Have you seen garbage animation? Try Destinies, The Walking Dead Destinies. Now that's animation garbage. Like, good lord. Um So yeah. Do you like Adam Eve? Yeah, yeah, she's great. Yeah, she Adam Eve is great in season 3. I admit, like she was fantastic in season 3. Maybe my favorite character in season 3. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell. Um. Oh, Aaron. Aaron also is in the Walking. I'm sorry, in Invincible. So like, think about this, guys. They had Sasha. They had Morgan. They had Sasha, Morgan, Ezekiel. They had J. Jonah Jameson. They have Glenn. They have Negan. They have Jesse from Breaking Bad. They have the other guy from Breaking Bad. Like it's just one of the like it's insane. Like the amount of characters they have, like actors from Breaking Bad in The Walking Dead. Like they have a lot. And it's so fantastic. It's great. Some people might say like, "Hey, what if Andrew Lincoln comes in? What if he voices a character? What if Daryl?" I'm just kidding. Daryl is not voicing a character. He Norman Reedus is not going to voice a character in Invincible. Now, I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan might. Sorry, not Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Sorry, Andrew Lincoln might, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan already did. He voiced one. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I definitely think that Andrew Lincoln would voice a character before Norman Reedus, because as you guys know, AMC, they have a tight grip on Norman, and they never want to like let him out of their grasp because he's their milk machine, they're obsessed with him. So yeah. Okay, that was weird. Why did um all right. Do you like Angstrom Levy being brought back? Not really, because like he was dead, and I just don't like it when characters are brought back to life. Like I kind of don't like that kind of stuff. Um, but like I think that what they did still worked. You know what I mean? It's just I do think it's just weird in stories when they bring characters back to life. It's one of those things where it's like, come on. You know what I mean? It's a little bit like, I do hate that part, but I do think that he was better in season 3 than he was in season 2. Because in season 2, he was just terrible. Like as a villain, like I just wasn't into him. Like I wasn't intimidating, wasn't nothing. He was lame. You know what I mean? In season two, like season two has rough parts. Like it was kind of rough here and there. Not saying it was bad. Season two had some good moments, but I definitely think that season three just definitely smoked season two. Um, all right. What else? So, okay. Let's think. Okay, Rick defeated the big evil Negan. Rick killed those saviors because Rick just lost his son. So it's okay because Rick snapped back and knew it was wrong. He let the rest of the saviors live. No, Grimes. No, that doesn't count. A murderer who murders people and then is like, oh, I felt bad about it because I have a family, because I something bad happened to me. No, that's still murder, and Rick would still be in life imprisonment for murdering multiple people. Um, the Saviors had nothing to do with Rick Carl's death. That was on him. And Sadiq, so yeah. And also defeated the big evil Negan. Yeah, no. Okay. No, that did not defeat Negan. Okay. They would have defeated Negan without Rick doing that. Like that didn't defeat Negan, not even close. Hi David, thanks for coming. I don't think you watch the show, right? You don't watch Invincible, right? It's an anime show on Amazon. Oh, my really good friend Caitlin, she has a channel called The Art of Caitlin. She is a talented young artist, and she watches it. I found out recently, and yeah, I mean, her series Fox Scars is like Walking Dead or Invincible. It's just that it's with animal characters. There's blood, betrayal, relationships, drama, plot twists. But these guys taunted Rick in season seven, so of course Rick wanted to take them out. What do you mean they taunted Rick? Like none of those saviors, none of the saviors in that location, none of the saviors that were in the bowling alley, none of them taunted Rick in a previous scene. Like those were the only times those saviors appeared, man. Like you're defending Rick, man. You're defending a murderer, like a serial killer. Like I'm sorry, man. Like no, you can't do that. It doesn't work. Rick's a murderer. You're just gonna have to accept it. Um, and the fact that Mason Beale will get him soon. Rick's a goner, man. Rick is gonna go. He's a goner. Um, one second, guys. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some. I think maybe I can get Dead Walker. Can't promise it though, but I think he might be able to come. What's your opinion on the scene in episode 3 about what he did wrong? Yeah, I remember that. Mark talked to Oliver about it was very similar to Clementine AJ. The only difference is though, it's like, yeah, I was on Oliver's side with the situation because it's very crazy. Hey, Dead Walker.
I was gonna say, sorry, for some reason it was showing that you weren't streaming. I don't know why, but now it does.
That's weird, man. YouTube? I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm glad it's working now. So how's your day? How's your day going, man? You good?
Oh yeah, fine. Um, fine. So what? So you're talking about the final episode of Invincible?
I'm kind of talking about all of season three and the show. Uh, my good friend Caitlin, who makes Foxcars, I found out recently she watches Invincible too. So it's like, yeah, man, like Invincible is very popular, and she's a Christian like me. But it's just like, and obviously it's not a Christian show, but it's like it's good, It's like, like
Yeah, I will say the animation was a little iffy in certain parts of that episode, especially with Mark's hair in that one scene. I don't know if you're talking about, but um, I thought I see what people were talking about with the animation, but I mean, the episode was so good that it doesn't even really bother me really much.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I agree. Like, I think people take it way out of proportion when they say the animation sucks. Like they're like it's like I mentioned this earlier. I'm like, have you guys seen? You guys want to see terrible animation? Go rewatch a cutscene from Walking Dead Destinies. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
Uh,
it's not the
uh,
best. Oh, sorry, I didn't know who was talking. But yeah, I'm like the animation Invincible. It's not great. It's not Into the Spider Verse. It's not even close. But that's not what we come to watch in the show. It's not the animation. It's hey, this is decent animation and great characters, great writing, great plot twists and story and connecting. That's what we come for. That's what we come for. Not to mention it's so real. Invincible is so dark. It's so gritty. It's like, you know what I mean? Like The Walking Dead is a zombie apocalypse, dark and gritty. Invincible is the same thing, you know, dark and gritty for a superhero show. Um,
yeah, I mean, like, and that's the thing about the comic books is that every page is like a portrait. You know, it's not going to be the same thing with with animation.
Right, exactly. Like a portrait, like with the comics, like, you know, they take time. Like, you know, it's just a comic. Like, they could send it to a million people and they spice it up. But with animation, like, they're like, hey, listen, we draw the outline, color it in, add some like shading and some shadows, and that's it. Like, you know, because we got to get this out. You know, it's like it's understandable why it's not as you know as pretty as the comic because like because it's motion, it's moving. You know, they gotta get it out. You know, they gotta get it out for the TV. You know, it's not easy. Um, so I was gonna share my screen. Um, like seriously, man, what do you like? What like? Would you say like this is one of the top scenes like from the show? Like if you had to make like a top five scenes, I think this has got to be in there. You know what I mean? Like, are you seeing Mark versus Conquest on your end?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because like I just thought about like it is so insane. Like Mark killing Conquest, like you know all that stuff. It's like oh man, it's so dark. It was such a crazy scene. It was
Well, I
literally
know he looks. He actually looks like the thing is with his with when he's gritting his teeth and he's bashing his head into Conquest head. He looks terrifying.
yeah.
He really.
It's it looks like a serial killer or something like you know like and I mentioned I'm like yes this is character development. I love that season 3 had like the best character development out of all the characters.
Well, speaking of which, his costume, I really feel like the blue suit is like Spider-Man when he gets the the black symbiote suit. It symbolizes Mark starting to give into his darkness, and I think the black and blue suit kind of symbolizes that as well.
Right, exactly. And also like um it's just like yeah Conquest looked terrible. It's like oh man, but it was such a good scene. But then like we get the heroes like oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but I can't. I asked you a question on Instagram about him, if you recall. Like
Yeah,
yeah, like why? Would you mind answering that for me? Why does he suck? Or is it just
I
like
mean,
like is it just
he's really just pointless. I mean, the only thing that's cool is that yeah, he's it's King Ezekiel, cool, but other than that, it's like I mean, I really don't
yeah,
care much for him.
I agree. Hold on, let me read the chat. Rick murders to protect his people. Negan is the murderer who does it for fun. The saviors are all one group together. So if one taunts him, they're all enemies to him. Okay, so Grimes, you're saying that all the saviors, you're saying if because most of them are evil, you're saying they should all die. You know Gracie was a savior too, right? I mean, she was only 6 months old, but she was a savior. Uh, hey, WSG peak episode Invincible. Glenn got his get back. Yeah, I know, Mega Man. That was great. Thank you for coming, man. Do you want to join in the discussion with me and Dead Walker? You can if you want. If you're busy, it's totally fine. I understand. Jay Knight says, "Hey everyone, Invincible is peak. 3.308 was one of the best episodes I've ever seen. Anything I have seen. The fight was insane. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree, Jay Knight. That's one thing about Invincible. It's like the fight is not the whole episode, but it's a big chunk of it. Like, you know what I mean? Isn't that one? That's one thing I do like with Invincible. Like, they go through so much, and they have like a fight. At the end, like fights are usually like in the finales and stuff. So I guess like one thing I'm saying is that um I would say they deliver on their fights. You know what I mean? Because I don't think there's ever a fight in the series where it's like, oh, we were expecting a fight, but then nothing happened. And you know what I'm referring to, right, Dead Walker? Where a show might set up a fight, but then it cuts it off screen and the fight's over. Like, you know what I mean? Next scene, the fight's over. Or, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if it starts
Fear
the
season 8.
well, that, but also fear. You know what I mean? Other
Well,
things
yeah,
like,
I just said fear. Yeah, that's what I said. Fear season 8.
oh, I didn't hear fear. I thought you meant season 8 of the main show. You know what I
No,
mean?
fear season 8. Yeah, it's fear season 8.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, imagine Mark and Conquest are about to fight, and then it just cuts it, and then we see like most of the aftermath. Like we only see like like we only get to the aftermath with Eve and all that. But yeah, hey Dan, thanks for coming. Bella Ruth is coming. Oh, okay, no, we're not doing the Stanos thing again, man. We're not doing the Stanos thing again. Gracie was a baby, doesn't even know she was a savior. Doesn't count. These are more Negan's men wise. Yeah. Invincible is amazing. Love season 3. Yeah, I love season 3 too, Dan. Do you think that they might get Andrew Lincoln to voice a character in Invincible? Do you think they might get him? Or some people think that Ryan Hurst might be cast.
I
To
know
play.
exactly which character I want for Andrew Lincoln. We were talking about that earlier, but
Um. Yeah. Let me check. I think we were. Let me check Instagram. Did we? I'm trying to remember. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Rick and him would work. I don't know. I don't know if Rick and him would work though. Here's one thing I'll
yeah, but
say.
I just
Oh,
feel like I mean it would be kind of funny. Uh, but I think it would work. I mean, I don't know. I just got to think about the voice of Rick Grimes as him. But yeah,
right. Like hearing him in season 4, I assume, like getting to hear Rick as that character in season 4, that would be pretty crazy. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Not now. Here's the thing though. I will say it's more likely than Norman Reedus voicing him. There is no way Norman Reedus is coming to Invincible. No
but what
way.
makes me think that though is that Andrew Lincoln, even not Andrew Lincoln, Robert Kirkman said in an interview, like during Comic Con, they asked him, they said, do you have a dream cast for Andrew Lincoln for Invincible? He says, well, yeah, but I'm not going to tell you. so,
Nice. Nice. I like
so
this.
I mean, yeah, that says right off the get go that he's definitely thinking about bringing him in for somebody.
Exactly. And I love how much creative control Kerman has when Invincible. I love how he's not 100% in charge. They are changing some things, but they're mostly following the comic, and he does have insight and opinions of, hey, who should be playing this character and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
do
and I'm
love.
glad that like you said, he has the resources of like, hey, let me go and pull aside one of my Walking Dead buddies because I think this guy would be perfect for this role. Seeing him in the show, hey, let me just go and call up Jeffrey D. Morgan real quick. And then him being involved with AMC, he calls up Aaron Paul and Jonathan Banks and from Breaking Bad. So it's just like he has that creative insight to where he gets to really have an opinion that they really use on who gets to voice these characters. And yeah, and he keeps bringing in just stacked actors to voice these characters. Like Bruce Campbell is the voice of that demon next to Damien Darkblood in that scene, and that's just like, wow, you bring in Bruce Campbell too? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And also a few things. Why do I feel like Bulletproof is the Heath of the the group? And then like, and also if you guys didn't know, they actually got the voice actor for Sonic, which is crazy. It took me a while to figure it out. I did not know that Shape Smith was Sonic from season 2. Like, I didn't know. I'm like, are you serious? how did I miss that? But I watched Sonic 3 a few months back, and I'm like, oh, it started to click with me. You know, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You think they might get Kaylee Fleming for a character? Like
That's spoilers. No, it's not, but yeah, there's a specific person that I would say might fit,
yeah,
but it would, yeah, maybe, but
yeah.
I can't say because that's spoilers.
Oh yeah, that's fair. It's just that like seriously, like it is great to get like a lot of these Walking Dead actors, Breaking Bad actors that are very like gone from the like from the franchise, and like just like giving them like new life, like a new role.
Yeah,
And that's
and
and
I'm really glad they gave us they threw us this curveball because when they announced Jonathan Banks was voicing someone in the season, everybody was like, "Oh, yeah, they casted him as Conquest. He's Conquest." They really threw us a curveball, and they really did trick us because Kirkman's just a genius because it's like um, they really had us tricked thinking that Jonathan Banks was for sure a conquest. Nope. Jeffrey D. Morgan, and he teased it 3 years ago whenever he posted on Instagram saying he was doing a bit of reading with 3 compendiums in Invincible.
nice. Really quick. So Grimes says looking forward to Cold Water. He misses Rick. I don't blame him. And he says, "Nah, I can definitely see Norman doing a voice role in Invincible. I can't. I can't see it, Dead Walker, because AMC is so stingy with Norman. You know what I mean? They're so tight with Norman. They're so
Yeah,
they're
I don't. I think like when it comes to any Walking Dead actor, they're like, yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll let him voice in this other thing. Norman? No, not Norman. You can't use Norman. Norman's
right,
our
right.
guy.
Right. Not even 1 second. Not even 1 second. Norman can make money for someone else because he's their cash cow. Like
But then again, he was in 2 Death Stranding games.
yeah, that's true. Did the second one do better? The first one did terrible. I know that much.
I didn't like it. I played it. It sucked.
Yeah, yeah. But what about the second game?
I didn't play the second game because I just did not like. I did not like that game. I really did not.
Yeah, like I just watched like some stuff about it, and it's just like, and I was literally like, what is this show? What is this game? You know what I mean? Like Death Stranding. Like it's a good name.
Yeah.
It's a good name. The graphics are amazing. You know what I mean? Like, and you have Norman Reedus. How do you botch it? How do you botch a game with great graphics, Norman Reedus, and a great name? Like, how do you botch that? And it's a story. The story is terrible. Like, they just made Daryl into some weird space guy, and it's like no, like he grunts and stuff in the game too, right? Like he's just that kind of he doesn't
Yeah.
talk. It's like yeah, it's like no, like that's not a good character to play as in the game. Like um yeah. Oh, by the way, so for season 3 um of Invincible, like the Mark Oliver stuff, it really reminded me of Clementine AJ. Like it really did. And I love that because I told Walker Dead this. I said, when you do kid characters, I love it when they ask about things that happened before they were born. I like it when they don't know things. I like it when they themselves acknowledge that I don't know certain things, but they want to learn. They want to do this. Um,
That's kind of question for you. So, like, obviously, Oliver ages very quickly. How, like, by the time season 4 rolls around, how old do you expect him to be by the time, like,
yeah.
because obviously every season's like a few months. Usually, like, there's a time jump of a few months in
I,
between it.
I feel like he'll at least be a mid teenager. I feel like he'll be like 15-ish maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or like close to Mark's age, like pretty close. You know what I mean? By season
Okay.
4, I feel like he'll be around there.
We
Um,
also talk about that Cecil's just it's just so stupid.
Oh yeah. I mean, there are certain times where he's very smart, but I admit this is one time where it's like, dude, you are being so dumb. Um, Grimes says Death Stranding is more like a mailman, basically. Yeah, like I heard about that too. You deliver medical supplies to people or something around the world,
That's
and
all you do. That's all you do, and it's so boring. Like,
right,
and
like
not to mention that the controls suck. The controls are terrible.
yeah. No, Grimes, no. Dude, Grimes says actor for RJ needs a role in Invincible. Bro was
No.
reading a comic in the show. Remember back in season 11? So
Yeah.
imagine him being in Invincible. It'd be a full circle. Dude, no, no, please. Like, oh, RJ. No, I'm sorry. Listen, the actor Anthony, no hate against him. Of course not. But he would just sound like this. No, okay? No. Like the are you the brave man I believed? I am still traumatized from that a year later. Anthony's acting in that scene is still just so bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is still so bad. I can't. Like, no. Like, and also, no wonder RJ is so messed up in the head. He was like what 5 or 6 years old reading an Invincible comic.
Yeah.
Like, no wonder he's so dead inside. You know, like, like at least with Carl. Well, actually, no. Carl read Science Dog, right? Or did he read Invincible? No, I think he read Invincible too, right? Now that made sense because he's a teenager. But RJ, like I said, RJ was what 5 in season 11. You know, I'm kidding. No, he was like maybe no, he was like 5 or 6. No, yeah, 6, I think. But yeah, like good lord, like do not give 6-year-olds Invincible. Like otherwise they're gonna become robots. Oh my goodness. Like
Yeah,
robots.
I think
Okay,
that
go
I
ahead.
honestly think that like I really feel like that Kirkman's ultimate goal is to bring in as much Walking Dead actors and actresses to voice characters in Invincible as much as he can. And I mean
Yes.
that's the thing is that he says also AMC characters like or AMC actors. He says they've asked like Bryan Cranston 4 times, and he said they're going to ask him again for season 4. But he said that he's not going to stop because
Yeah.
what would you think about Heisenberg as you know who the person I'm thinking about?
Bryan Cranston? I
Yeah,
mean, maybe, but I kind of feel like Ryan Hurst would be better.
Ryan Hurst was a fan cast for Conquest for a while, but I think Ryan Hurst would be all right. I don't know for sentimental reasons I would love to see Andrew Lincoln personally, but
Yeah, but I just don't think he could play a massive role though. If you have Andrew Lincoln, I don't think you should get a big, you know what I mean, like a big actor from The Walking Dead, because like you do have to pay them. You know what I mean?
yeah. But the thing with Andy is that I don't think he'd because for the ones who live, I don't think he even like was paid super crazy. I, in all honesty, like and he doesn't have to leave. He doesn't have to leave his home, so it's like he can just record all day. I mean, like he doesn't even get much. I mean, yeah, he's filming Coldwater right now, but I really don't feel like that. You
Yeah,
know, it would mess with the schedule so much. I mean, this thing that sucks is that you know he deserves it, but he doesn't get much work.
true, but I just don't think like I feel like it'd be cool to just have like a small role. Like he voices a small role character. Just because like remember what happened with Jeffrey D. Morgan. Sometimes it's better if it fits with the actor's availability and other things like Glenn and Negan. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes it's better when it's like things like that. You know, you got to put
Yeah,
in.
but Conquest is also a big character as well, as you know. He's kind of a big character.
Yeah, but not as big as the other guy. You know what I mean? So
I agree. I agree.
yeah, so getting Rick for him, I don't know. So yeah, like um I don't know. Like I just feel like Maybe he could play a minor character or something. But like I said, they're definitely not getting. They're definitely not getting Norman Reedus like ever. Um, because like it's just not happening. Like there is no way AMC would ever, allow Norman to like, just step out of the AMC office for 2 seconds, to like, you get what I mean. Like, I know, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just voices, but oh my goodness. No, imagine he voices a character, but it's just a grunt. Like he just grunts as a minor character. He does one grunt, and that's it, and then it says Norman Reedus in the credits. That'd be hilarious. It says grunting hero or something like that. That I would I would laugh so hard. Yeah, Andrew Lincoln is one of the top paid actors for The Walking Dead, so he makes money when playing Rick. Yeah, that's true. Um, but he was paid a lot for The Ones Who Live, right? You said he
I
wasn't, right? Or did you say he
I
was?
I mean I don't know if he was. I mean, maybe I might be wrong, but
Well, the money
I
had
don't
to.
know.
Well, the budget for The Ones Who Live, it had to go somewhere, man.
It's true, yeah.
Like where did it go? Like, like The Ones Who Live had a few awesome shots. It had a good explosion, and yeah, it had Terry O'Quinn and Denai Guerrera and Jadis, but like, what I mean? It's like, did I don't know, like I always assumed that most of the budget went to their paychecks.
True.
Um, okay, hold on, sorry, I just got a message. Um, dude, I'm betting season 4 has 8 episodes. Like again, like that's not changing, is it?
No, I think that's a good pace for them, honestly. It doesn't feel rushed, especially with a person that kind of knows the comics. It's not. It's in a good pace, and plus comics have different pacing. Especially with issues like we both know that as comic readers that it's got different pacing. You know what I mean?
True.
Um,
Yeah, I know that's true, but it would be nice to get like that sweet 9 or 10. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Um, yeah, him and Denai plus Denai gave their money. Wait, plus him and Denai gave their money for The Ones Who Live. No, they Andy and Denai didn't use any of their money for The Ones Who Live. No way. I mean, AMC said themselves that The Ones Who Live was their most paid Walking Dead spinoff to make. I remember that, Grimes, but I just don't understand why. Like, because The Ones Who Live, like, yeah, it had a big explosion, and yeah, the CRM definitely looked better than the Commonwealth, but it still wasn't that much. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, Dead Walker? Like, the last
Yeah,
of, like, even The Last of Us looks better in scale than, um, than The Ones Who Live did. You know what I mean?
I agree. But was it actually better though?
Um, no, but it wasn't worse, I don't think. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
At least there were zombies in the ones who live.
Yeah, but the writing was way more contrived than The Last of Us. The writing was definitely like
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
yeah, and the plot armor like all right, so hmm. Okay, so um do you think they're going to make any changes upcoming in Invincible for season 4? Like how many things did they change from season 3? Like I assume seasons 1 to 3 stuck mostly faithful to the comics, except I know they took out the Wolfman's uh, arc or
Yeah.
whatever. I know they took that out. I wish they didn't, but um, but yeah, like I assume season 4 is still going to mostly follow the comics, even though I haven't read them. But they do make changes, you know.
My question for you is how do you how so like obviously you're talking about like what they're setting up for the future with this with the Viltrumites. Where do you want that to when do you want that to start taking effect
Well, I
with
feel
them starting to fight them and whatever?
Well, I feel like it's going to be a couple battles here and there, and then, but I feel like the Viltrumites are endgame. You know what I mean?
Obviously, yeah, yeah.
Isn't like I'm pretty sure the series is going to go on for 7 seasons, so I kind of feel like they'll have a battle, and then something else happens, and then eventually in the final season they'll have that final battle. You know what I mean? Like because it's a war, right? So I feel like they have to. A war is not just hey, we're gonna fight them and they're gonna fight us, and then it's one battle and it's over. No, I mean a war is multiple battles. The only thing I'm hoping for is that hey, I'm hoping in season 4 we lose some of the lame heroes again because like in season 3 when we started losing some heroes I'm like good now obviously not the big guy you know what I mean the episode 7 death but you get what I'm saying like we needed to lose some heroes because I'm like yeah like these here like most of these heroes are a joke you know like I don't want to see them in the end game you know what I mean like because like I'm just like they're kind of just pointless you know.
Speaking of which, honestly, I want them to voice. I want to voice. You know, like how Gray Delisle, the voice of Azula, she voices two characters in the show. Maybe
Ooh,
they should bring on some.
ooh, she
Maybe they should bring on.
voices.
I want them to bring on Dante Bosco. I want them to bring on Zuko to voice the character.
That would be great. That would be great. Um, uh, she voices that lizard lady, right?
She voices Monster Girl, and she voices Shrinking Ray.
Ah, yeah. I hardly noticed, but I remember hearing about that. That she voices both of them, which is crazy. Um, but yeah, do you understand what I mean? Where I say like, I hope season 4 kills off some of the nobody heroes because, like, I feel like they're just waste of space. You know, kind of like Oceanside. Like please,
Yeah.
I don't want another Oceanside situation with Invincible where
I
you
feel like that the death of Rex is the beginning set of like a lot of characters dying down the road. I think that's just my opinion. I feel like the death of Rex is going to set in motion of more people dying in the future
yeah
because that is a sad death and that is a pretty big death with just how Rex is um how big he is and especially since we're getting ready to get the Rex Rex special. But
you really think we're gonna get that?
yeah, but you know why though? Because so for the teaser for season 2, in the corner you can see a young Eve and a young you can see a young Eve and then you see that scientist guy sitting at a table. And it was a tease for the Eve special and for the season 3 teaser they did the same thing. You see a young Rex in the corner with the
Right,
general guy, whatever the guy that Idris Elba voiced.
right. But
Um,
the thing is, the Rex special it didn't come out before season 3, like the Adam Eve special did.
So I'm guessing they're going to release that. So they're saying that their schedule. Kirkman said the schedule is that they're going to release a season every year. So my guess is that the Rex special is going to release later this year, and then the beginning of next year is whenever season 4 comes out.
Yeah, I think so too. What specials? What are you hoping for next special?
I don't know because, like, if you look at the comics, I mean, really, there was a big Eve and Rex special. I mean, maybe they'll do the Rex Explode and Eve special where like how they meet because that was a little comic miniseries for a bit.
Was? Hmm.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know that. I would go with I would do a Wolfman special. Um, just because that is an actual comic, you know, that Kermit also made. You know what I mean? Like just
I
cram
agree.
what?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, imagine cramming all those issues into one 45-minute special. Might be hard, but I would watch it. That'd be great. Um, so yeah, like yeah, the thing is they can't do it. They can't do a special for every character. You know what I mean? It's
But
like,
obviously, yeah.
yeah, it's like, hey, we're only doing it for certain characters. Like Immortal, no, he doesn't get a special. Robot, mm, I don't know. Tempting, but I don't know. And then, and we know Rex getting one, but then like, uh, hold on, what's another
What's
character?
what about duplicate and multipole?
I don't think so, honestly. I don't think they should. I feel like it's got to be characters that fans will root for, and like it's a special, right? Like you want to make the fans watch it. It's like because the crazy thing is there are so many people that can't stand Kate as a character. You know what I mean? It's like she's a Terra of the Invincible show. Like people are like, dude, she's the Terra of the show. You know,
Yeah.
like it's kind
Speaking
of
of Immortal, what do you feel about the future Immortal and what that means? Because like it's obviously not a alternate universe they went to. I assume that has to be the future. So it's like, what does that say about the rest of the series and what? Because that's the thing is that a lot of what he said to me teases a lot of what happens down the line. Like I don't know if you kind of caught some of the stuff he said to Mark, but when he's like, "You're the Emperor," and then he's like, "Are you sick again?" Like, what do you think that entails for the future of Invincible? Do you think it was a tease, or do you think it was just kind of like a not not meaningless things or whatever?
I mean, I do feel like it is a small tease, but obviously some things are gonna change compared to what will actually happen in the actual show. But like, um, I don't know. I think that well, it's just weird because there were like no other heroes too, like in the future. But I think that I do think that like what they're gonna do is they might set up a few things with that, but not the same. Oh, Grimes says get Melissa McBride in Invincible. Oh my goodness.
Maybe, maybe that might somewhat work.
If she's not too busy with Daryl Dixon, uh, the Book of Care. I'm kidding. That's not what season 3 is gonna be called.
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if Daryl's still going on by the time Invincible ends?
Dude, I am gonna freak out. Are you kidding me? Invincible's gonna end in like 2032. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like or something. And it's like, are you
I,
kidding
I,
me?
I just hope that they can actually do it because I'm just worried about. I always worry about shows that like are planned to go on for a while. I just really hope that they can keep up the constant viewership to where they can actually do a full blown season. 7 to 8 seasons. Do you think they can? Because I mean, I just worry about the viewership, but I know it's there. It's just you know how people are. People will start not getting interested if they start making mistakes.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of things. First off, yeah, shows don't work after like 7 seasons. They really die after 7 seasons. They really, really do. But one thing I'll say is that um hold on. Here's one thing I'll say. I think Invincible should definitely stop. I mean, you've seen the comic. You've read the comic. Like you know exactly how much story they have left. Do you think but in 4 seasons, season 4, 5, 6, and 7, they could wrap it up completely, you know?
Yeah, Um, I mean, because like Invincible, we're at like when it comes to the source material, um, we're at around issue 63 right now, and there's 144 issues in total for Invincible.
That's crazy. So we're like literally um we're literally like almost halfway there.
Yeah, so I think that like honestly, like I mean, um, so like yeah, about like 80 or so issues left to I mean, I guess I think that like at least the show needs at least um 6 seasons. Yeah, 3 more seasons, 3 or 4. Yeah, so 7 seasons. Yeah, I think Kirkman's got it right on the money there because we're at 60, around like 60 issues with 3 seasons. I guess the pacing will be about 3 more seasons, 6 more issues. Yeah, I think about 6 or 7 probably be good enough for the show. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because like you because yeah, once you hit like 7 seasons, like that's really when a show dies. Like it's just not, it just doesn't work. Um, shows really die out. But here's the thing, though. You mentioned about the viewership. You saw how many people watch Invincible, man? Like how many people react to it when it comes out? Like I go to work and I check my phone. Do you know how many videos I see in my recommendation about like, hey, Invincible season 3 episode 8, like like reaction or scene from the episode. I'm like, dude, like it's already like people already reacted to it, and I haven't even watched it. I just got up. Like I'm like, come on, man. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it's very popular right now. Um, and the fact that The Boys is ending, I think, is also going to help Invincible because that's also very popular on Amazon Prime. So
yeah.
the fact that that's ending with season 4, well, no, because Gen V is going to be going on, but that's probably going to. But no, it's just I just think that the fact that The Boys is ending is also going to help Invincible as well with viewership.
Yeah, cuz
Because
like
I just want that to be the main thing that they focus on for the next few years is Invincible.
yeah. And seriously, man, you think AMC would look at how Invincible's doing and being like, gee, like, um, Invincible has more Walking Dead actors than we do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, dude, like,
So
uh,
I forgot to ask you, what is your opinion of Conquest? Like, do you think Jeffrey Dean Morgan was the perfect choice for this character?
oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Because I didn't want them to pick some old fart that sounds like no, because it wouldn't have been intimidating, you know. Like I don't want someone who sounds like they're constipated, you know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, okay, wait. Dang it, I had another question. Oh, hold on, let me catch up. Grimes says AMC did Carol dirty, taking out the name, the Book of Carol. Wait, what? Why? Why would they do? Why would they dirty taking it out? It's stupid. It sounds like garbage. I'm glad they took it out, even though I don't care for AMC or the show. But yeah, taking out the Book of Carol for season 3 of Daryl Dixon, that's a good thing because that's a trash title. You know, she's
Yeah, it
like,
is.
yeah, like she's the Boba Fett of The Walking Dead. I mean, AMC tries to make her, I guess, but they forget she's like 60 years old. So it's like, oh my goodness. The Walking Dead season 8 through 11. Am I a joke to you? Yes. Hold up. Fear the Walking Dead died out after season 3, so not all shows get bland after 7. Yeah, you're right. They get absolutely worse after season 7. Um, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
call it well, yes and yeah. I mean, I always say with shows, there's always like a 5 season rule. And
right,
Breaking Bad is the only show that got it in Better Call Saul. It's like a 5 to 6 season rule because
right.
that's how long shows can really go on and can be consistent. And then as soon as they hit that 7th season, it just seems to just go downhill every
Right.
time.
Right. Like it happened with Game of Thrones. It happened with The Walking Dead. I think
Supernatural.
right. Like when shows hit that 7th season, it's too much. Because now it's like, great, we have to do another season with these characters we never should have done it with. Here's one thing I'll say. Yes, season 5, 6 seasons is the perfect amount to end a show. Like in my opinion. It's the Breaking Bad formula. I think that's what they called it, the Breaking Bad
Yeah,
formula. And Better Call Saul obviously did 6, but that's fine because it's like, hey, it's just
because
one.
there's more story to tell. That was the thing about Better
Right.
Call Saul. There's more story to tell.
Right. 5 seasons is the goal. You know what I mean? But then 6 is like, okay, you're not playing with fire when you do 6 seasons of a show. 6 is a good number too. You know what I mean? Like 5 is the ideal. 6 is like, okay, that is still good. Like you're not playing with fire. You're not playing God. When you hit season 7 in a show, then you're playing with fire. And then 8, oh, that's gonna suck. And then 9, 10, 11, it's like, no. Like shows that go on for too many seasons, they do play with fire. When you go past that 6, like it just does. It really does because you have to get new writers. The actors are getting tired of playing the roles. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Um, let's see. Grimes says not Cobra Kai though. They stopped on top. Yeah, Cobra Kai ended in season 6. Like, and like Grimes is so upset with that. But isn't that funny how a studio can give 6 seasons of content to its fans, and then the fans are like, "No, it's over." Like, rather than the fans say, "Oh, like you know what I mean?" Rather than the fans being like, "Oh, thank God it's over." I mean, that's what happened with Fear the Walking Dead, right? Like,
Have you seen Cobra Kai, Brian?
no, no, I haven't.
Because like, bro, like season six, what else could my question for him then is what else could they have done? Because like I'm not gonna say much, but it's like I mean
I think he's glad they ended in season 6. It's still kind of sad, like that they're never gonna have those characters again. Like it's over. I mean, look at Stranger Things. They're ending in season 5, you know, and that makes complete sense because it takes so long. It's taking 3 years to make season 5. You know,
yeah, that's true.
um, but then like, okay, yeah. So, oh yeah, you mentioned Daryl getting like up to like Invincible level, like of seasons. I hope not. And even you said you hope not too. Like I think you said it. You said Daryl Dixon should only go on for 4 seasons. So just like, oh hey Josh, thanks for coming back. Not upset, just missed it is all. Yeah. Well, that's still upset. That is still upset. Like you miss it, so you're still upset. You know what I mean? But that's the thing about a show. The fact that they can make a show after 6 seasons, you're still like, oh man, I miss it. Like because like okay, Dead Walker, let me ask you: are there any characters in The Walking Dead you miss right now that are still alive? Like legitimately, like do you miss any characters?
Ones that are currently in shows right now are
Um,
ones that are still alive.
are there any characters alive or in shows that you miss that you want to see more of? You want there more story?
I mean,
Like
of course, Rick Grimes, but it's like,
is that it?
um,
Is it just him?
that's pretty much it. It's not even anybody that's like, I mean, I don't care to see any more Daryl. I don't really care to see any more Negan or Maggie. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just Rick. Like that's how a lot of people are. They're like, listen, I don't want to see any more of these characters in the Walking Dead universe. Just Rick. Like, and then AMC is like, don't worry, guys. Dead City will be amazing. Season 2 is almost out. Daryl Dixon, don't worry, guys. We're about to start filming season 4. It's like, um, okay, who is the audience? Like, you know, uh, would you like Austin Emilio in Invincible? Ooh, do you think they should get Dwight? Hold on. Okay. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You could repeat that. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Okay, hold on 1 second. No, I don't. Grimes says no. I don't hate it ended. It's just adjusting that you won't see any new content again. Yeah, that's true. Grimes and Brian, I apologize for leaving. No worries, man. Josh asks if you would like to see Dwight in Invincible. Austin Emilio. you know?
I mean, if he fit a character, yeah, why not? Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Bella. No, we're not doing this Thanos again. No, no, thank you. Um, is there a character that Austin Emilio could play? Because dude, I feel for the guy, man. He got screwed by AMC twice. You know, like I feel him, man. Like he played the same character in AIM, in the Walking Dead universe, and he got screwed twice by them. And like you know what I mean? Like when people think of Austin Emilio, like he's not gonna be that famous. He's not gonna be that. Oh yeah, this guy was great. Like people are not gonna people who look at Austin Emilio's resume, they're not gonna be impressed. You know what I mean? That's a sad thing. Like he's a great actor. It's just they're not gonna be impressed. Cause I mean, just look what he's been in. Like look what he's done so far. Like look what they did with him in terms of writing. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he'll forever be known as the Whitey Boy. Really, honestly, I mean, that's really he'll only be known as the guy that messed with Daryl in The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Literally.
that's it. Not at all an actually interesting, separate, relatable, interesting character that had his own dreams, goals, desires, that he was well fleshed out. He's one of the best characters from the Walking Dead universe. No, he will never go down as that. You know, it's like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, because I told you, man, I said AMC screwed him twice. You know, Gimple is trying too hard to get people to continue watching The Walking Dead even after the ones who live ended. Yeah, that's true, Josh. Exactly. Like, I think what do you think, Dead Walker? Do you think Gimple is just too desperate? I think he is because these
Yep.
spin-offs are desperate. They're cash grabs. And he keeps saying, and also Grimes told me that Gimple confirmed he's working on 3 Walking Dead projects right now. We saw one of his last projects. It was Destinies, okay? Like, what is he working on? Like, he's working on 3 projects right now. It's like, dude, just work on one and make it good and tell us what it is. Don't be saying, hey, we're going to make 3 projects. No, like, that doesn't excite me. Because, like, I'm just not excited. That scares me. Because, once again, why would Gimple focus on quantity and not quality?
See, that's the thing about Gimple is about that's why it's really frustrating throughout the years is that whenever they ask him about the ones who live or the Rick Grimes movies, every comment he's like, no, we're not talking about Rick today. We're not talking about Rick today. It's like, but why do you gotta do that to us fans? Like we're waiting. It's been 4 years. It's been 5 years now. Nothing. Oh, 6 years go by. Okay, now you finally say something. It's like that really does not. I mean, I'm still not gonna forget that every year. He's like, oh, we're not gonna talk about Rick today. It's just not. It's really frustrating. It really is.
Yeah. Gimple is cooking something, just trust. Yeah, last time we trusted him, we all got disappointed. 6 times over. So, yeah, he doesn't get a 7th chance. No, thank you. Um, but yeah. Yeah, like, so, like, like I said, I just don't understand why he focuses on quantity. Because, like I said, that is not how to get fans back into the Walking Dead universe. I mean, like, just think about it. Just look at Invincible. It's one show. It comes out once a year, 8 episodes. That is it. But meanwhile, does Gimple really think that if he releases one Walking Dead episode a week throughout every single year, that's going to make people like come back to the franchise? Because it's not, man. I'm telling you. Um, I told Grimes this earlier. I said Gimple is making nothing soup. That's what he's making because, like I said, he just told us he's making 3 Walking Dead projects right now, and it's like, what, really, you're making 3, but like, okay, so just what in concept, like. You know what I mean? Like, how many of those things are not gonna go out? I mean, weren't they gonna do a musical? Weren't they gonna do a comedic spinoff? Weren't they gonna do a villain spinoff? Weren't they gonna do, like, you get what I'm saying? An Aaron Gabriel spinoff? Like, there are so many things that just were canceled or were just like, you get what I'm saying? Now I know a lot of these were rumors, but do you understand what I'm saying? How like Gimple lots of times says he's working on different ideas for spin-offs and this and that, and then it's just like, yeah, years pass and it's like, yeah, Gimple, we're still waiting. Like you say you're working on something and we're still waiting. Like
Yeah, and that's the thing is that it seems like they never do what the fans want because like everybody's talking about let the CRM be the end game, let them go past the Rick show and everything like that. Nope, they just
yeah,
ended it there,
yeah, yeah.
and then
Oh,
it's like, hey, let's fans want a like a Negan lives series, not just an episode, or not Negan. Everybody wants like here's Negan's small miniseries, so they do the full comic instead of just one episode, right? They don't do that; they just do one episode, and then it's like everybody wants the governor special. They want to see the governor's origin and everything like that. They don't. They never do that. So it's
right.
just, I mean, they never really do what the fans want.
Oh, excuse me. Here's another thing. What Gimple did with the ones who live in the CRM, that is literally like imagine if Invincible in season 4, imagine marking them deal with the stuff on Earth, and then Nolan and Alan destroy the Viltrum Empire by themselves, and they come back to Earth. And Mark hugs his father, and Nolan says it's over. Like I'm never leaving again, and all this stuff, and we don't have to be afraid anymore, and like that's how Invincible ends in season 4. What would you do if they did that? Because that is what Gimple did with the ones who live. I have to be honest. It is.
It's a good comparison.
Thank you. Um, Grimes says Gimple is still teasing Heath till this day, so he's cooking something. Yeah, yeah. The Heath teases, like, like, um, the Heath teases kind of remind me of that Mummy Kapoor. It's like, hey, this thing is still happening, but it's never gonna amount to anything. you know, like, oh my goodness. And then he asked Jerry spinoff when, dude. Um, the actor for Jerry, he's done, right? Like, is he working on other projects? Like, what are the other Walking Dead actors working on right now? Like, do you know what they're working on, Dead Walker? Like, obviously Andrew Lincoln, I think he's done with the franchise more or less, and we know Glenn, he's invincible. Carol and Daryl are too busy with their show. Maggie's busy with her spinoff. Denai Guerrero, I think she's doing Marvel right now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Kaylee
I think
Fleming,
I think there's a I think there's an Eyes of Wakanda series that she's supposed to be starring in.
yeah, it should be coming out like fairly soon, like within the next year or so, I assume. But then like Kaylee Fleming as Judith, I know she was in that movie with Ryan Reynolds. So,
Yeah.
like I guess maybe she's just taking a break right now.
Dude, that's another thing. If they have a reunion with, dude, Kaylee Fleming, I think she's almost 18. She's 17 right now.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
almost 18. How are they going to explain that if they have a reunion at the end of the Daryl show that she just aged 6 years?
right. I don't know. Um, that's why I don't think they're gonna show Judith in the Daryl show. That's why I don't think they're gonna do it because the Daryl show has no time skips, no time skips.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Eugene, do you think Josh McDermott? Do you think he's done with the Walking Dead universe? Do you think I wouldn't mind him coming in Invincible? I wouldn't mind him showing up. I would love that. Eugene in Invincible. That'd be great. But yeah, I think he's done. Right.
I mean, no, it was Josh McDermott's in the new Suits LA show, the spinoff to the
Oh,
Suits show.
Suits L.A. Interesting. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, yeah,
Um.
you know that show Suits that was on for a while.
No, not really.
Um, well, it's a law firm show. It's on for a while. One of the main characters, she's Meghan Markle. She's married to I think the Prince of the UK right now. But like uh, like they made a spin-off Suits LA, and Josh McDermott's in it.
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. Um. What about Father Gabriel? Do you think he's doing anything right now? The actor.
I do not think so, actually.
Yeah,
That's why I think that's part of the reason why he took up the offer for The Ones Who Live is because he's not getting
yeah,
really much.
same,
Now
same.
Ross McCrand is really become more of just a voice actor now because he
Yeah,
voices multiple characters in Invincible, and he's
yeah,
yeah
yeah. I think Ross is done with The Walking Dead too. I think he's sticking with Invincible from now on. You know what I mean? Until the end of
yeah
the series. Negan, we know he's in his show. Um, Herschel, same. Ezekiel, I gotta be honest. I think he's stuck in Invincible too. So
yeah
like,
he's more of a voice actor. He was also in the Mario movie as well. Like he's more of a I think he's gonna become more of a voice actor now. Same thing with Ross McCrand.
yeah. So that's it. That is all the notable characters with The Walking Dead. That's pretty much it. Like, you know what I mean? So when Gimple says,
Okay.
"Yeah, we're working on other Walking Dead projects besides the Walking Dead Bushland that they teased with in Australia with new characters, there are literally no other."
What's
Um.
that?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No, what's Walking Dead Bushman? That's the first time I heard about it. What?
Dan made some videos about it. Dan's reviews. It's an Australia spinoff that's been rumored. A spinoff in
Uh,
Australia called The Walking Dead Bushland.
oh my god! And by the way, there's a Jeffrey Grimes spinoff too.
Yeah, right. Nah, we might see him
How
in
mad
jail.
would you be if they actually get Jeffrey Grimes in season 3 of Daryl? So this is going to be in Spain, Barcelona.
I would be so pissed because Jeffrey doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. Rick doesn't have a brother. Rick doesn't have a
he,
brother.
does, he does in the comics.
Right, but see, the difference is in the comics, it's his brother's mentioned twice. His brother's mentioned twice. That because Kurtman was like, "Hey, Rick has a brother, and I'm not an idiot writer, so I'm gonna have him mention his brother at least a few times." Or Carol mentions, sorry, not Carol. Lori mentions him a few times. So does Carl. So that makes sense. Rick,
What about the alien, though? What about the alien?
what do you mean? They're not doing that, man. I'm telling you, they're not gonna do that.
I know, but did you like that Kirkman did the alien where Jeffrey Grimes in Spain?
I didn't like the art, but I did like revealing what happened. I like that. Yeah, I think it was good. Just I didn't like the art though. Hey man, I gotta go. Do you have any like last minute things you want to talk to me or ask me about? I'll still
No.
be okay. I'll still be on Discord and stuff. Just I just gotta end the stream. But thank you so much, man. Thank you, Deadwalker. I really appreciate this. I appreciate you coming by and talking to me. It's nice to talk to someone about Invincible because I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait for season 4, but I will. At least we'll get the Rex special to like ease us in to like season 4 because like yeah, we got a couple months now. We got a whole year to wait, so it's like hey, a couple months, then the Rex special, and then we wait for season 4. And yeah, man, I can't wait. I am trying to stay away from spoilers, but they're everywhere online right now. Like
Yeah.
YouTube shorts, thumbnails, like comic explained, what happens in season 4 in Invincible. Like it's everywhere right now. Like that's how you
Yeah.
know it's so popular. Like people are literally like,
Yeah,
oh, this is
exactly.
exactly like oh man. All right, man. Well, I'm ending the stream right now. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, man.
All
Thank
right,
you
you
so
too,
much.
man.
All right.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Thanks again. Bye. All right, guys. I'm ending the stream now. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye.